Hi, Hurlings, HeartGamer26 here, and I am back with a brand new episode of Tunnel Rats Map Highlights. Yes, we are back. If you saw last week's episode, you know that we highlighted Blue's Space Race, and this week, and actually next week's, are going to tie in together. This week is going to be a little bit different. You may notice I'm not facing the direction I normally am, and you can kind of see behind me there's something called the level editor. Yes, this week I'm going to be showcasing how I build a level, and next week, hopefully if everything goes well, I will showcase us playing said level. So it's kind of a two-parter. I thought it'd be something interesting to do, so I figured we could do that. So we're gonna head over to the lovely level editor, and as you can see, we have a nice blank canvas right in front of us, and we're gonna play around with this. I'm gonna make a level and kind of show my thought process. So I'm going to get my stuff pulled up so I can look at it, and we will get going. All right, so I have my list all pulled up of what I want to put in. Right now, it's just 4 slices. Each thing that we play on is a slice. And right now, I'm going to just leave it at that. We might expand. I'm not sure, but we're going to jump right into it. So first things first is we're going to work on slice 1. And with that, I'm going to get into creative mode, because if you guys don't know, you're in creative mode in here. So you're able to pull things, and if you have things saved on your hotbars, you're able to use that in here. So let's pull up the inventory. So we have all these lovely blocks, and right now I'm going to be pulling up, let's go natural. We're going to pull out some dirt. I want some, we'll go back to the building. I want some oak, because my theme for this is going to be, it's called Spooky Scary Tunnel Rats, and it is based off of a song, Spooky Scary Skeletons, and that's what the theme of each slice is going to be based off of. So this first one is going to be based off of the swamp, which is kind of hard to really do in Tunnel Rats, but I'm gonna make it work the best I can. So next block I want is, we do have these color blocks. They're just retextured wool and added some stuff, but they are color blocks, and each one has their own thing. So I want the apple sack. Okay, it's apple sack. I thought it was blocks, but we have the apples. We have like string, feathers, gunpowder, all this different stuff. And so I want that. For water, if you want to get water in Tunnel Rats, you want to do something a little bit different. Not that. This one. Okay, so first you want a cauldron, because that will hold the water and lava. And then you will want, of course, a water bucket, because otherwise it really doesn't work and it flows on the slices, and you don't want that. Then I want mushroom blocks. I want that one and that one. Kind of give the feel of the swamp. And then a barrel. And the spawner. Because yes, I do want them to fight monsters. So, alright, first things first, with it being the swamp, I'm going to put the dirt down first. So this is going to be the block that shows, if you guys don't know. Come over here. Whatever the bottom block is, that's what will be shown here. So you can kind of see it. That's why, like on barrels, it's all just regular wood, or it's all barrels, even though different wood types take over most of it. So you got this. So I will raise you up because I want to do 13. I don't know. It just seems a nice number. And then, of course, I want to add some wood. Actually, I want you to be facing this way. All right, you want to add some wood. I want wood because, I want people to be able to make tools to get through here. Apples for some food. Eventually, we're going to have a section that might have gold in it. So, maybe they could craft some golden apples. The cauldron to add water. The swamp is full of water. Unfortunately, I can't get the swampy water, but that's okay. I'm going to add brown and red mushrooms so they could get stew, so they can eat. And then I had 2 barrels and a monster spawner that we're not going to put anything in yet because they'll activate, and I don't want to deal with that right now. But so that's kind of the slice that I want to do right now, and wow, that is maximum. And right now, as you can see, it just looks dirt because that's what the bottom is registering. So now with that, the big one is, we're going to just move the dirt here. The big one is we're going to want to add the percentages because as you can see, if we look at the bottom, you see that's how many blocks we have. We have 2197, so 2,197 blocks. From there, each slice right now, or each section, I should say, has, or each block, has 219 because it's 10% of it. And some of these I want more of, like I will want a bit more wood. I think I want a bit more wood, so we'll do about, I think 20% is much. We'll do about 15%. So make sure they have wood because wood is very useful in crafting. Apples, okay, 219. I think I want to bring that down a bit. We'll bring it to, what's 5 looking like? Because you only get 1 apple per a sack, so I think I want, that's too low in my opinion. I think maybe 5. 5 will work. We'll see. This, and also playing with people helps play test it. So water, I'm going to probably bring this down about to 3%. The mushrooms, I will bring down to also about 3%. Let's do 2%. Bring that down to 2%. Now these barrels are going to be full of stuff, so I'm going to grab that. We want a bow. And then I want, because it's supposed to be based off of the bog, I want poison. And I think, I think I'll just do poison 2. So we'll move that up. And then from there, so each barrel will have that. And I do want to mix it up a little bit. So give some leather. I don't need the water bucket. You know, kind of give them a little bit of a armor. Eventually they'll upgrade, but if they can't upgrade, it gives them some type of armor, and I want that. So then from there, I want to grab an anvil as well. And if you want to ever put enchantments or like name your stuff, all you have to do is just put an anvil in. Yes, it'll show up here, but you're able to put in all your enchantments here, and then as long as you just break it before you save and before you play, it won't show up in there. But that's how you will be able to like do the anvil if you want to craft certain pots, like I like to do my heart pots. If you want to use the loom to make, I don't know, banners or fancy, fancy banners, so you could put them on maybe the shields. If you add shields, you just put them down here so you can use them. So from there, I don't want too good of enchantments, but enchant. Let's see, what would be a good one because it seems like for skeletons, they always, oh right, I don't want the helmet. They always seem to have like this like really good stuff, and I don't want to do too much, so because they're not going to be able to actually make enchantments. I'm going to make them think they can, but they're not going to be able to. I think maybe an unbreaking 1. Don't want to go too high. And maybe let's see. What would be a good other one? Maybe a little bit of a punch, because it always seems like skellies have those punch bows. Not power. I want punch. Just a little bit of a punch. You know, just a little tap. There we go. Okay. So then you just grab your bow, put the enchantments on it. There you go. Now you have a punch and unbreaking bow, and we'll put that in here. I'm gonna make a copy of it. I'm gonna put that in there, and actually we'll do that. Unfortunately, I don't have a bog head, so We'll do, I don't want to put a skin. Yeah, we'll put that in there. Because you can wear the skelly head, right? Yeah, you can wear the skelly head. So kind of make them seem if like, oh, you have the skelly head, you're a skelly, ha 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 ha. So we'll put that in there, and then so this is supposed to be the bog. The bog is kind of greenish, so I want a little bit of dye. Kind of maybe a little bit of you. Grab you, maybe some lime green, and you. Okay, so let's see. So you see how I don't have a crafting table in here? I would need one. So if we grab this, that should give us our crafting table, and I'll be able to do things. So, all right, so let's do this and see how you look. That's not the right green. Too dark. I like that green. Okay, I like that green. We're gonna get that so I can keep you guys. Okay, so I kind of like that green. Let's kind of go a bit of a dark green. Can we switch you? No. What if we add you? Let's try something. Wrong one. Brown. Just to see. You know, dyeing brown pants, already brown. Oh, ooh, I like that coloring. Okay. I like that coloring. How do you look with that? Nope, I like that one. All right, we'll save that and then make our boots. I think our boots will stay that. So we'll put, let's see. We'll put the bow with the arrows. So I'm going to put, let's do half a stack of arrows. Yeah, half a stack of arrows in there. And then the armor, so you could become a skelly if you would like to. There. All right, so now we need to do the percentages. So we have 2, 3, 5, 5, and 15. I don't want it too obvious, but I think maybe bring it to 4%. I think 4% for both should be okay. Yeah. And then for the skeleton spawner, because I don't want it to be too much. We've learned the hard way that spawners can get too much at times. So I'm going to bring it down all the way. And then we'll bring you up by 1. Yeah, see, 21 blocks. I don't know if I want that, so I'm going to bring it down some more to about 2 blocks. Let's do 4. Let's see how 4 looks. And yeah, I think I like how that looks. So that's the first section. So this is the bog section, the swamp. So that means we can move on to the next one. And I really don't have to explain too much on that. We're going to just zip through, and I will get, when I get to the barrels section, I will explain maybe. So I'm going to start working and go from there. All right. So I have got each slice done. We just need to add the spawn eggs. But I'm going to go quickly over it, so you guys didn't need to see the whole process. So the next section is going to be based off of the skeletons, just regular skeletons. So we got stone, andesite, we got coal, we got gravel, iron, lapis, kind of just to make them think that they could enchant things when they can't. The first barrel, another bow, but this time they get regular arrows. The next barrel is, you know, an outfit to make them look like a skeleton. And then this one will have skeletons and it's in that spawner. This one is the strays. So we got snow, packed ice. Unfortunately, powdered snow currently doesn't work in this version. So otherwise I would have put that down, but maybe in the future it could. We got deep slate. We got deep slate gold. So, you know, you can make those gold apples. Got some deep slate diamonds. Got some obsidian, just in case, you know, want to protect your bed or anything. In this one, we got the similar bow, but this time I have arrows of slowness for, you know, it only lasts for a couple seconds, but it's still there. As well, we got an outfit trying to make them look like a stray. It wasn't the greatest, but I'm doing with what I got. I doubt people are going to wear these because, you know, I have the armor stuff, but you never know. Who knows, maybe in an updated version I might add powdered snow so they have to have those leather boots, and then strays will go in there. Actually, before I forget, I'm going to bring down the... oh, not that much. I'm going to bring down the wither skeleton spawner just because... yeah. Okay, so, well, that spoils this one because it's nether related. This is the wither skeleton. So we got nether bricks because you find them there. We got basalt, soul sand, which is dangerous if they do end up getting skulls. We could have a wither, but, you know, it's very unlikely. We got blackstone. We got lava in here, you know, kind of giving that nether feeling. Some more another quartz to make them think that they can. I might add it in the future. We'll see that they could enchant things. We'll see. I'm not 100% sure. In this one, similar bow, but because there's not really arrows of withering, I went weakness, you know, kind of gives it a little bit. Plus, you also technically get the wither effect if you are the only person on your team against the other teams. So, and here, you know, that's too many skulls. That's way too many skulls. I'm not gonna give out skeletons, wither skeleton skulls, because that will encourage potential withers. And so they get a regular skeleton head, but they get the outfit to make them look like a wither skeleton, and we'll just put that in there. So to finish this off, we need the spawn eggs. So we need, if I could spell. All right, so we need a regular skeleton. Oh, we could have done a skeleton horse. Wither skeleton. We got the bog, of course. And last but not least, the stray. Perfect. So, you just, add the eggy. So now we have the bog, we have the skeleton, the stray, and the wither skeleton. Perfect. So now they will start kind of spawning a little bit, but they're going to immediately die. You can't spawn any mobs in here, so they'll just immediately die. But since we're done, I removed the anvil and the crafting table, so they will not show up. If we look over here, see, it is kind of big, but as you can see, it shows off like the bottom of the layers, and no more, you know, anvil, no more, no more anvil, no more crafting table. So they won't have to worry about that. And with that, we come over here. So as you can see, it's spooky, scary TR for tunnel rats. I'm going to click save. Going to click confirm. And as of now, that is a new map. So if we come out here, I'm going to skip to where it is. As you can see, we have the spooky, scary tunnel rats. And I'm going to obviously make changes. And hopefully, because, you know, I haven't played this with anybody, but that's pretty much my thought process when it comes to making maps. I come up with a really random idea, and from there, I kind of try to figure out how I can make it look into the level editor. So, like, okay, I've been wanting to do something Halloween-esque, and, you know, spooky, scary skeletons is a good song. All right, how can I turn that into a map? Well, kind of base each slice off of a different skeleton and give them different stuff in it to help. Or like, you know, my fear the end, you know, you have all this different stuff, or like consuming the void is coming through the world and you get different blocks until you end up just in the void. I really love making themed based levels depending on like a pun or something I enjoy, like the Jurassic Tunnels, the Pink Palace. I originally was going to do a Yu-Gi-Oh one, but I kind of lost that idea. And because if you guys don't know, I'm a huge Yu-Gi-Oh fan. I'm also a huge TMNT fan. So it's going to be one of those days that I'm going to have to do a sewer-based one. So that will be interesting. But anyway, I think that's going to be about it. So hopefully this week we'll be able to do a run or two. And if I change it, if I change anything, I'll add that to next week's episode. But you guys will have to wait and see how the rest of the tunnel rats enjoy this one. We may change those to be higher or lower and might add a few things here and there. But I'm excited, and I hope you guys are excited. Hope that kind of gave a little bit of a also behind the scenes / tutorial on how I make my maps. Like I was also thinking we could potentially make the slices doubled. So there's 2 for the skeletons, 2 for the or 2 for the bog, 2 for the skeletons, 2 for, each one. But maybe, and it wouldn't be so tall, but I'm okay with it. We'll see how everything looks once we play. But anyway, I think that's going to be about it. So I hope you guys enjoy. Let me know what you guys think about it in the comments down below. We'll have a lovely discussion. I'm so sorry there was no episode of Autocraft last week. Hopefully, knock on wood, there will be this week. It's just right now things are a little screwy for me personally. I was dealing with my doctor's appointments and some mental health stuff, so all that fun stuff. But this week I should be back to normal, at least for some of it. Also, I wanted to add, I know it's not the weekend, but hopefully I'll have the schedule out by the time you see this episode. But because my lovely community hit my sub goal over on Twitch, I will be streaming this Saturday at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time my very first attempt at solo Phasmo. I've been playing Phasmo with some friends, but this will be my first time playing it solo. So I'm excited and scared because my sub goal was 20 subs and my wonderful community and friends hit that goal. So we're going to start playing some solo Phasmo. So yeah, so much fun. And hopefully I'll get an Autocraft stream out this week. Yeah. It's hard because it's like, oh, I want to play these games, but I have the schedule, but I want to keep to the schedule. So yeah, I do apologize on that. I might change the schedules up in the future just to have what days I'm streaming. May not say what exactly unless I'm 110% sure that I'm going to do that. So anyway, I think that's going to be about it. So until next time, Heartlings, have a good one and goodbye!